In 1936, the League of Nations gathered in Geneva. An African empire had been invaded. A king had come to speak. The delegates jeered him. He waited them out. He was in his mid-40s, emperor of Ethiopia. Italy under Mussolini had invaded his nation with tanks, aircraft, and poison gas. The League of Nations had promised collective security to every member state. It delivered nothing. Standing at the podium in Geneva, Haile Selassie spoke calmly. He told the world that if it abandoned Ethiopia today, no small nation would be safe tomorrow. 3 years later, the Second World War began. His birth name was Tafari Makonnen, born in 1892 in the Ethiopian highlands. He was raised in a royal line that traced itself back to King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. By 14, he was a provincial governor. By 23, he was regent of the empire. In 1930, he was crowned emperor. He took the name Haile Selassie, Power of the Trinity. Ethiopia was one of only 2 African nations never fully colonized by Europe. When Italy occupied the country in 1936, Haile Selassie went into exile but never surrendered the throne. 5 years later, Ethiopian resistance fighters and allied forces drove the Italians out. He returned to Addis Ababa in 1941, sovereign again. In 1963, he opened his capital city to the founding of the Organization of African Unity. 32 African nations, 1 continental vision. Across the ocean, his coronation was received in Jamaica as prophecy. For millions of Rastafari, he became a living symbol of African sovereignty and return. He was overthrown in 1974 and died the following year. But the meaning he carried never left. An African crown that European empires could not remove. The Oya Roots Haile Selassie design carries that legacy forward. Every detail was chosen to honor who he was, a sovereign, a defender, a pan-African visionary who refused to be erased. When you wear this, you are not wearing a shirt, you are wearing a declaration. Oya Roots. Own your African roots. The Haile Selassie design is available now. Link in the description. Wear your history.